So basically the idea that we're after, and essentially the experiment is, rather than the traditional way of doing things, which is local people have needs, big institutions have the solutions and do them on to local people, we've almost tried to turn it on its head and say to foundation trusts in this case, tell us about one of your major problems. We'll put the idea out and see what ideas come back to see if we can generate ideas that are going to help you as a trust. The sorts of things that we're talking about, social solutions, which perhaps in the 20th century were seen as a bit of sort of fluffy, marginal type things. In the 21st century, absolutely are not. The first half is to help you get a bit more of an idea about what the agencies are looking for. And in the second half, we're going to be looking at how to help you think about your idea more, how to get more creative, maybe even if you want to collaborate and all that sort of thing. And then obviously you've got about a month or so to think further about your idea and then to come back and then to present them back to the agencies.
I think one of the things that was said was around our communities and how strong our communities are, and the matriarchal figure is so strong, the grandmum figure is so strong. We've got really, really strong social connectivity, very strong networks. Yeah, it's really positive opportunities, but really strong connections. But one of the problems or issues with that is that people are passing on their learnt knowledge or their learnt behaviour, and they're not always what we would call positive health behaviour. So that's a challenge.
So today it's about taking your original ideas as bright sparks and finding out more about the problem. So these people who are sat together for comfort, obviously, they're getting ready to be questioned on this side of the room, are going to be questioned by this side of the room. And it's your opportunity. You can relax. And you can ask these guys over here lots and lots of penetrating, difficult, awkward why questions. So we're going to go into that.
So, why is there a particular problem in Salford?
Baby. When I went on to the ward, I was left like 1 o'clock in the morning on my own with baby, 16. Couldn't move, I had dips in my arms, couldn't move, and I was on my own. And I was like that pressing the buzzer every 5 minutes just for the nurse to come in. So I mean, in circumstances like that, why couldn't like my mum stay with me overnight and things like that? She probably could.
Some of the things we might do might feel a bit silly at points. It's to try and help you to think in a playful-like way. Because if you do that, your thinking will improve and your idea will improve. And that's what we need, because that's what will lead to the best ideas coming out that will help local people.
We're going to play a game called Life is Like. So you get some people that you don't know, and I'm going to say life is like, and you're going to say
A rainbow.
a rainbow, and Ellie's going to say because life is like a rainbow because
It's very colourful.
oh
Yeah, perfect. Did you rehearse that?
Okay, so I want you to think about how we give older people in Salford less control and more miserable lives.
Replace tea in tea bags with soil.
Gravy granules in the coffee, that was.
So we're going to take the suggestion of replacing tea in bags with soil, and we're going to reverse it round.
Drink more tea and do more stuff associated with tea, and if we're not using the soil in the tea bags, then we can use it for gardening and all.
We run through how the event's going to run. So just really to say, each member of the panel will be going around the room. You'll have 10 minutes at each stall individually. So if you can make sure, obviously, that you get around all the stalls. It will be 10 minutes. So at the end of each 10 minutes, I'm going to blow this, and I will expect you to move. And if you don't move, I will come and make you move. Just to keep in mind that ideas will be at different stages. So some will be really fully worked through, others will be more formative. But try and focus on the quality of the idea, not just, oh, this one's ready to move now.
What we're doing in the academy is we're looking at obviously the older people and looking at healthy eating and healthy lifestyles with the older people and looking at how we can actually utilise the skills that they've already got as well as introducing new ones.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. I enjoy meeting people. But if I am instrumental from saving a life or saving someone going through some aggravation. And when someone's ill with a terminal illness or whatever it might be, then I think I've succeeded. And I enjoy doing the work. I enjoy working with Kieran and Steve Jones. And quite frankly, it's made me look forward to the next meeting.
Good afternoon. Heather sent me some questions which she asked me to answer in a video to you. I've written the answers and I'm more or less going to read them because I don't want to take up too much time because I know you're pretty tight on time. So the first question is, what is a men's shed? Well, a men's shed is a place where men can find companionship and share ideas and skills with other men of their own age. It's a place where they can regain their sense of well-being and self-respect by making or repairing things for community groups. And it's a place where they can learn more about men's health issues. Who is it for? Well, it's for men who have retired or who've been made redundant and are finding it difficult to get a job because the world thinks that they're too old and past it.
This lady at some point may be Queen of England.
Oh yes, yes.
Mr. Sugar is still running a very successful business. We see him on the TV. He's still running a football club. Nobody said to him he should retire. And the others are successful in their own lifetime. So that's what they've all in common. And a lot of people forget their age, don't they? But they see them.
Have a straw. I'd like you to use the straw to suck up as many Smarties as you can and transfer them into this dish with the time that we have on the starting.
Actually going to develop this idea that from themselves actually came, that's what they would like to focus on.
You've got a hole in my straw, haven't you?
They say because it's a peer support group, they felt that the needs of young ones are very specific to that group. We've done profiles, but
this time it's
about general appropriate.
That's the one I know. Oh, she's brilliant, you know. God.
That's all we're looking for from you, is to revolutionise the NHS and to change society.
Well, we can do that. We'll be done by lunchtime.